Hey there, my name's Mariani, and in today's video I was just going to do some sewing on my big hexie quilt. I've been working on it for a few months now and it's growing and looking very lovely. So yeah, just keep watching if you want to see the progress on my quilt. So this is how my quilt is looking so far. I've built it up so that it's quite a large rectangle, and at the moment the top section up here I am adding a few more hexagons there to add a bit more, length to it. And I'm not quite sure if I will add some more on this side there. So my plan is to have quite a decent sized rectangle in the center and then add a frame around it, quite a chunky frame, to just give it a border. I think at the moment that pink line on the top there, that very, very light pink that I've also used within the quilt, that kind of seems like the one that I'm gravitating to. But yes, I'll start sewing on the top row there, so let's go. So I've just completed the first three. And they're ready to go, and then I'm just gonna go on next to the next three and attach them here and just keep going along the top row. And I think it'll be much easier to attach these hexies on in pieces, so 3 at a time versus like one whole big row. Yeah, just so I'm not overwhelmed trying to fiddle with a giant big quilt top. So I watch a lot of Kate from The Last Homely House. I really love her channel. And when I saw her sewing, she does a lot of hand sewing, but she mentioned that she runs her thread through some beeswax, and that helps prevent the thread from tangling up. So I don't know if anyone else has used that. Yeah, I'd like to try that tip out and see how I go with it. Can I just grab a random candle and just, pass my thread over a candle? I'm not sure if it has to be like a natural beeswax or not, but yeah, I do tend to get knots. I mean, I try not to, but it does happen quite a bit, and it gets a bit annoying when I have to cut the thread again and re-knot it, because I've made these tangles all over the place. Because I do like to use one large thread and just do continuous sewing. I find that helps keep the momentum. I don't have to constantly tie a knot, cut new thread, tie a knot, cut new thread. But yes, one of the issues with having super long thread is that you get knots in it. So I've just finished sewing all my different hexie groups together. So they are looking good. I'm loving how all the colors are coming together. That's the second one there. And look, I love how the two flowers meet there in the middle. I think that's very cute. And then the last one, sorry, last two. I've got one to go there and the other two to go there. So I'll make a start on sewing my, sewing my top section of the Hexie quilt. And I think after that I might measure and see how much the length and width is and go from there. So it's been over a month, yeah, a little over a month since I last filmed, and in that time I've been working on my Hexie quilt slowly, and it's coming together really nicely. I think the last time you saw me sewing the top sections of the quilt, well, I've added another row, I guess. So it's grown in length, and then I also made a column of Hexies on the right hand side. I've really been trying to grow my quilt and make it as big as I can, but I'm starting to run low on fabrics. I think in mind I had it that this quilt would be like a single bed size, but the current size of it and with the material that I have, I think I'll aim for a throw size. As my quilt is, the length is 115 centimeters by 82 centimeters. So that would be 45 inches in length by 32 inches wide, and that is currently around a baby size quilt. But like I said, I'm hoping to add a few more Hexies around the top and the side, then add a border, and I hope that can bring me up to a throw size quilt. And as I've been sewing all the pieces together, I've finally decided on a name for it, because I've been calling it that big Hexie quilt or the other Hexie quilt, or I think I said like jumbo Hexie quilt, but no, looking at all the fabrics and the person that I have in mind for it, I've decided to call it my Garden Hexie Quilt. Just when I look at all the fabrics and all the flowers and the colors, you know, just scattered together, yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a sunny spring day, you know, the birds and all the beautiful flowers blooming, and you know, just a natural beautiful blooming garden. And yeah, Garden Hexie Quilt to me sounds perfect. I guess I'll also say that I'm planning to give it to my mum, and she has been really enjoying gardening as of like the last year, and her favorite place to go to is Bunnings, which is like this big home and gardening hardware store here in Australia, and it's just like her favorite thing. She'll tell me, oh, I got some pot plants and got some soil, and She really loves mowing the lawn. You know, she got a new lawnmower that has a rechargeable battery instead of those old school ones with the petrol to fill it up. And yeah, so I thought this would be perfect for her. So I think that's the updates for my quilt so far. Yeah, that's it. That's it for now. Thank you so much for following along, and I hope you will continue to watch my sewing journey by subscribing, and don't forget to like this video as well if you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!